Hi, my name's Molly. Welcome to Natural Winos, channel where we taste and explore natural wine. Catalonia. Did you know that there is a French side in Catalonia? So this is Catalan on the French side. This is Riberach, Carignan, Syrah, and Grenache. Let's talk about Catalonia. Every time I say Catalonia, people say, I didn't know there was a French side, but there is. And these guys are making wine there. Riberach is a family of friends, actually. So they have a hotel that is separate from the winery. The four guys who are involved in this project, Guillaume is the one making the wine. He is a super awesome guy that I got to meet in Paris. He's exuberant and fun and really passionate about natural wine, which I love, of course. The area where they're from is represented by snails. So that's why we have snails on the front. And all of their wines you'll see all over your natural wine store, hopefully. They have rosé, they have a lot of wines, and you'll always be able to tell by the snail. This one, Carignan, Syrah, and Grenache. So you have obviously super dark. You can see this probably comes from a hotter place. It's a good trick for when you're tasting wine. You can see the color is like, oh, maybe this is from a warmer place because the skins get a little bit thicker to protect themselves from the sun. Even if they're using canopy management or leaf management where they leave more leaves so that the grapes get shaded a little bit, you'll still see a little bit of a thicker skin on grapes that come from a warmer place. This is pure, bright red fruit. There is definitely blackberries, Italian plums, bright red plums, which I can never remember the name of those red plums. There's a little funk to it. It's maybe a little reductive. So let's talk about reduction for just a second. Reduction is something that happens when the wine didn't have a lot of air while it was fermenting, and you'll get this kind of funky baby diaper kind of thing going on there. A lot of people that have tasted with me over the years, in my shop in particular lately, are like, woo, that's funky. And there's this kind of idea or movement in the natural wine community to stop using the word funk because it seems to be bad, or the connotations to it are bad. I'm not on board with that. I get it. I understand their point. But I also think that we should be able to use whatever word comes to our mind when we're tasting and exploring particularly natural wine. And if funk is what comes to your mind, then you shouldn't feel bad about using it. To me, that plays into the idea that wine is an elitist thing and that only we chosen wine professionals have the right words. So I wouldn't say don't use the word funk, but maybe try to explore what does funk mean to you. So when I smell this, the first word that comes into my mind, and I've been in this industry for the better part of my adult life, it's funk. There's some funk going on here for sure. But with a couple swirls, which just gives it some air, that's gone. It's completely gone by now. It's now pure fruit. It's lots and lots of cherries. There's a lot of Bing cherries. There's a little hint of Rainier cherries. There's lots of Italian plum. There's some blackberry there. Tay berries, Marion berries, a lot of those like hybrid berries that you get here in the Pacific Northwest. Hot, like those hot, like when you eat a berry hot off the vine and it's like exploding into your mouth, but it's hot, so it's kind of dusty. Right here. Yep. Completely follows through on the palate. There is definitely a lot of tea acid, black tea, almost an oolong tea thing happening there, which is like pulling all the moisture out of my mouth. But this bright red, crunchy acid is coming back in to my mouth, completely making me feel like I want to take another sip. This is a fantastic, delicious wine that you could even just sip on. You don't even need to have food with it, but if you want to have food with it, definitely anything grilled. Even like baked pasta with some cheese in it that I had last night. This would be really good with that too. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. Enjoy this wine wherever you find it. Keep exploring natural wine wherever you find yourself. If you are liking and enjoying everything, do subscribe, at least comment. I love your comments. Cheers.